Okay, we got 15 minutes, 41 seconds on this one. It's interesting because they literally say the path between psychosis and the genius is such a thin line that you always see it retroactively rather than proactively. And as it stands, is like, as I look at it, is like objectively, I'm reaching out people on a level that is pure level respect by people who are older than me in their expertise. Doesn't make any sense. Like, anyone in my age cohort doesn't have even a name of person that is in their niche this much of a established persona. But for me, it's like, okay, the first one was nice, the second one is good, more, because it's just like who I am. I recently was talking to a couple of people I know, and I wasn't afraid of losing them because for me, the value of me being in that conversation, call it grandiose thinking or whatever, but I felt that person is gonna lose me in the conversation rather than me them. But with the actual track record, they earn 1 million a year. I still don't, and their name resonates through 10 languages that their books have been translated to. They have had influence over 5 to 10 countries, So it's like, how do you approach these people? And it's like, not only you are equals, you have the edge. It's just so fascinating to me that how much of a deluded person you must be that you're aware of your delusion, but you still persist in it. Even in my current situation, is like, as of now, with no income, with no path to extending my visa, as of now, it's like, but I'm not flinching. I'm saying, okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna work out because my life doesn't abide by the general rule of the masses. Maybe that's like the difference between the genius, the psychosis, and whatever the fuck I am, because ever since I was 5, I had this unflinching belief in myself that I was gonna get where I wanted to go every step of the way. And no matter the temporary clapbacks or temporary obstacles, I always got what I wanted. And it's like, it's just so fascinating to me that maybe the whole thing is about genius is temporary, psychosis is fluctuating, but maybe the in between, that consistent psychosis that you keep feeding the delusion so many times that not only the and the neuroscience aspect of it, you train your neural pathways to carve the path of your life through certain kind of opportunities, and it is being scientifically proven as well. Like, the simplest thing is that there were 50 people who were given this article and another 50 people giving the same article, and the 50 people of the first group did not believe they were lucky. The second group, they did believe so. And fascinatingly, all of the 50 people that believed they were lucky, they found lucky kind of instances in the magazine, in the article, that there was their name, there was an opportunity that suited them. So basically, we literally train our focus on finding opportunities based on our identity. And I'm not gonna spoil this, but I got this very interesting project that is gonna span about 1 million words that I'm writing currently, and I'm already to 250,000 words deep. That is actually me thinking out loud. This video is even part of that. That me even thinking out loud that what is the extent of your influence on the outer world? Because as my favorite philosopher Schopenhauer would say, either man wills the world or world wills the man. And there is no like an extremist approach to this, that you say, okay, there is nature, there is nurture, and there is luck, there is... No, it's like the age-old theory is that one of them crushes the other. And there has been so many like theories on luck. One of my favorite theories on luck is that you literally... luck shows your goodwill towards others. And there's this theory that luck is a force field that you generate based on the range of people you care about. For instance, if you care about only your family and your close friends, you're not gonna be lucky. But if you care about more people, about like genuinely, not just performance, nothing, just doing nothing actively, but passively even, believing that you are in tune and in love, for a lack of a better word, with more of humanity than less, then you're just... there's an interesting research that people care about more people based on their cognitive ability. So it ties back to intelligence, that most people cannot care about more than, is it like 150 people or even less than that? But the smarter you are, you care about more people. So this fascinating formula says the more range of more people you care about, the more lucky you're gonna get in life, because it's a force field that generates your energy towards opportunities. The way you move, the way you carry yourself, the way you come across people, everything, your energy, everything. And it literally molds the situations towards your reality. It's kind of mystical voodoo doll shit, but it cannot be both, because none of it is supported by science, by any historical kind of figures, anything. It's not, okay, part of it you control, part of it you don't. What is true is that part of it you control within your instant and immediate timeline, and part of it is influenced by your subconscious or your superconscious or your energy, your will, your good faith, whatever you name it, your soul, whatever. And in the totality of your life, that is gonna pan out rather than your immediate situation. So what bugs me is that the thing about fate or determination, that most people say, okay, we don't have free will, we don't, or we have predetermined destinies. I cannot be satisfied with any of them, because both of them are seeing the immediate situation rather than the whole picture of a life. And maybe that's my habit, that I'm reading a lot of people that interest me, like philosophers, writers, psychologists, everyone who has been anyone in their life. And there is this fascinating pattern that I see. Everyone is congruent with their identity. No name psychologist has his name under the spotlight and has his legacy under something that he was fascinated with when he was 6 years old, when he was 5 years old. The identity fluctuates throughout the ages, but somehow it just ends up the same thing. There is this movie that I really love. It's Nightmare Alley. And the whole thing is that this main character by Bradley Cooper is my third favorite movie that I've ever seen. And I consume shit ton of like stories and anything. So he literally sees in the opening seance or sequence of the movie someone who is being a circus act and being the most miserable person in the setting, and he kind of wonders why he resonates so deeply with him. So the course of the movie goes, and he becomes rich, he becomes famous, he becomes whatever, but through all of that he loses everything to the ending of the movie, ending sequence of the movie, that he himself is being hired to be that circus act. To I don't know, they eat chicken live on the scene or whatever, and it's just one line that it encapsulates the whole movie. That the guy hiring him asks, okay, you have had all of this glory. Do you think you are fit for this job? Literally being a circus act and eating raw chicken on the show, basically being a very miserable person, as it was portrayed in the movie. And he literally says, this is a very great line. He literally says, I was born for it. Like circumstances change, everything like happens apparently random or by kind of fate or whatever. But I think on a deeper level is that you have this pre-existence rule that you choose, that you abide by it after your existing and through your whole existence, which is kind of voodoo doll and even could be copium to escape the duality of fate and destiny, or having free will that doesn't translate to actual external reality. But I think, at least most of the cases, is that your identity literally determines your totality of life. And even these videos I'm doing is like part of the experiment as well. The writing, the whatever, is like, I didn't want to write to this extent and to this depth when I was 17, but when I was 8, when I was 6, I did. And every circumstances, 50, 100 random things made me friend of bestsellers now that I never even thought. Writing with the pedigree of pen that is like pushing boundaries on consciousness and everything. But it's not just about me. It's like the pattern emerges that even like the other day, one of these writers I was talking to, imagine someone whose books have been translated to 10 languages casually says, you were born a writer, you were born to write. This is not like to boost my ego. It's like the identity finds a way to show itself. And I'm just fascinated to see the totality of my life, at least, and other lives. But most importantly, I guess everyone cares about their own lives and their own trajectory. That's where it goes. Because 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I never saw myself doing any of the things I'm doing. Any, literally, not even one of them. But yeah, that's that's the video, and till the next one.